everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Steelers are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Giants, who will have to be at their best to slow them down. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th year now from Miami of Ohio. It's Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger is one of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. A big, strong, physical player. They often say about him, it's not the first 3 seconds of a play you have to worry about. It's the next 3 seconds after he bounces out of a hit and makes a big play downfield.
Here's Bell, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
I don't know about you, but whenever I see that route, the drag, I always think about a guy having some pretty good fortitude to go across the middle and make a catch.
And Antonio Brown has that fortitude.
He has that fat fortitude in bunches, because this is a guy who's wanted to prove something ever since he hit the NFL. It's a 6th-round pick. He wanted to show everyone that they were wrong. I'd say he's accomplished his mission.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a 2-time Super Bowl MVP in his 13th year now out of Ole Miss. It's Eli Manning.
And I think that as Eli Manning has progressed as a veteran, you're seeing more and more things added to his game. A little more patience in the pocket. Not just looking for the big strike downfield, but willing to take the check down and the easy completion. I think he continues to get better with each year.
Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. Still back there. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run. It's Vereen. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man Cruz. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Red zone opportunity. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 2014 Pro Bowler, Lawrence Timmons, coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's Vereen. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now Manning can't find anyone open. Look at the time. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Josh Brown now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
10 yards to go on 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
From midfield, here's Manning. Cruz has it over the middle. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense,
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves him with work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Manning surveying the field. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible, allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big time run after catch yardage That rack yard is just so valuable for any offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 3 yards to go on second down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Manning. He's got his man Cruz. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Holding. Defense.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Looking for the end zone. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Larry Donnell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the 2nd quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
4 down, check, 4 down. All right, here we go. Blue 30, check.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Finding time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Cruz has it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Great protection. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers' struggles from a week ago have carried over to today's game. The Giants are keeping them off balance. That's pushed them in front. All right, let's roll those highlights. Steelers taking the field for their opening drive. Bell's got the reception, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Steelers up now by 7. Steelers take it at the 49. Roethlisberger's going to complete the pass from the gun, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 35. Steelers have it later on the drive. Roethlisberger's completion is made out of the gun, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. Steelers go up by 4. Giants take it at the 21. Broken coverage here on the pass play, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Giants go up by 3.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On the run, here's Vereen. And he's got room. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw it with Manning. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He's got Cruz complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Manning again. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try to run it with Vereen. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line, pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So 2nd and 10 here.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
They'll run again with Marine. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Dwayne Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Eli's going to throw, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. Third down here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now out come the Giants. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it. Some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with him.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Now Val hit. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
After review of the play, The running on the field is reversed.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here's Manning to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's brought down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run here with Vereen. Room here to run. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that leads to a New York first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now,
and they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Manning. He's got time. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The 38-year-old veteran. How does he do it? James Harrison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know, pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And here we go on first and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Manning now on third and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On the stop that time, it's William Gay. Second down following the run.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing now is Manning. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now it's Jennings. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 3rd down and 1. Now a play fake. Manning, rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Timmons in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
And there's the touchdown, partner. We just saw it. What do you do now? Oh, yeah, of course you know what you do. You're going for 2, right?
I think anytime you're inside of 2 minutes in this situation, you try for 2.
And remember, let's go back to training camp. Every team we talked to said they spend more time now on 2-point conversion periods than they ever have before.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Here's Harris to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, get...
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. 3 yards there. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.